Hello everybody, welcome back to the Let's Play. We are going to be working in this village, which is the village that is across from this other village, which is across from our house. Yes, we are going to attempt to make some sort of wool farm. And just like we did with the sugar farm in the other village, we're going to try to make it so that the villagers are actually interacting with the farm in some way. There are, of course, several different ways I could do this, but instead of spending a whole bunch of time trying to figure out, oh, what's the best way to do this, blah, blah, I'm just going to take one idea that I have and do it. And then it'll be working. And then if we have more ideas later, we could make more farms or whatever. So we'll have some sort of pasture that the sheep will be able to walk around in. And then the villager will activate a pressure plate or something that will make water streams that will push all the sheep into a channel. And then the channel will push them past a shearing machine that we will set up. And we'll probably want to make the actual shearing machine above ground too, so that when the villager activates the thing, we can actually see the sheep going past and getting sheared and whatever. I mostly just kind of wanted this area so that we could look at the map and see, you know, how much space we had, where we should build the thing, you know. So let's see, I'm gonna place some corner markers down. So I put some markers down. You can see we got a little box with our netherrack corners here. I think what I'll do is I'll clear this out, so take all the trees out, and then what we're gonna have to do is make basically kind of steps for the sheep to go down, and we can either do that this way with the steps going here and then down, 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 or going this way, so this being the highest point and then going down like this. Does that make sense? Going down either like this, or... Oh, hi. It is daytime, you know. Look at this guy. He's already here. He's like, I know what this is going to be. I think we're going to have this edge be the highest and then go down toward that way. Because if we have this edge the highest, we're going to have to raise up the land quite a bit. Whereas here, I think this section's already higher than that down there, so we'll probably just have to dig out some of this and then get rid of the hard edges to make it blend in a little better. So I'm gonna do some chopping and some digging, and yeah, just get the basic shape laid out. All right, it is slightly later. This did not take that long, actually. Having awesome tools is very important for clearing bunches of land. You can tell I upgraded my axe and my shovel here. But yeah, this is the general idea. It actually lined up pretty close with the corners we had laid out. I did not measure anything before I placed the corners, but works out pretty well. So these platforms are each 7 blocks wide, except for the very bottom one, which is 8 blocks, so that we'll have dispensers with water, or maybe we'll just have pistons holding back water. Yeah, so any water that goes up here on this edge is gonna flow down, and it just barely reaches the edge here, and then it keeps going right to this very edge, and it'll drop the sheep all into this channel. And then we get to decide whether we're gonna make them go that way or this way. I am not sure. Next thing we gotta do is add some kind of fence to this side. Something we're gonna also have to do is some terraforming here. I did have to raise up this side a little. I think I definitely did more block breaking than block placing, so you can see I sliced through this hill here, and so we'll have to, you know, get rid of this hard edge there, but yeah. So over here we'll probably build the terrain up just like we did. Actually, we might just call it good with that only. That's that's not too bad. Maybe we'll build it up just a little bit more. I chopped down all the trees that were in the way, but this one was 1 block outside, so I just kind of left it there. It's probably gonna be fine. So sometimes when you're working with water, it can be more difficult than it should be to get source blocks. So you can see here we have a source block there. If I put one here, there's no source block being made here, even though we have a source block on either side, because they have decided to flow into this hole. But it looks like in this particular case that even though it can reach this edge, it doesn't go straight for the edge. It spreads out, right? So if we have dispensers every other block, it should, do that. We've also got to figure out some kind of way of getting the sheep back into the pasture. So if we had like 100 sheep in here, right? Like imagine this thing is totally full. We turn the thing on, all the sheep get flowed, or all the sheep get pushed down into here. They go through the shearing machine, and then we got to get them back in here. Maybe we could have them all come out of like one hole, because then you have just like I don't know, like 100 sheep all pouring out of one hole, and it might be fun to watch. But if we have the dispensers in the wall here, then maybe we could have the sheep kind of come out of here or something. Or maybe we could build a big pipe looking thing that just kind of drops them out. 13 dispensers. Okay. That's wait, did I count that right? Yeah, I did. This is 13. Maybe I already have 13 dispensers. Let's see. I have 9. That is, last I checked, that is not 13, so we were gonna need 4 more. We'll have this on a timer, and on a timer, like after the villager triggers it, these will turn on for a certain amount of time, and then they'll turn back off, just so we can make sure that we get all the sheep down in there. I'm probably going to be spending more time just getting it done first, and then spend time making it look good later. Right, because if I try to do both at the same time, it's going to take forever. That zombie villager that we found last episode, the one that spawned with the pumpkin on his head, turned into a nitwit. Yes, you have no purpose. So we'll do something with him. He'll have something to do eventually. You know, the game can't give him a job, but we can give him a job. Maybe we could build like a Persian rug store, you know? Isn't that a thing? Rug stores? Anyway, for our wool village here, and he could be our clerk, perhaps. That's an issue. Let's move the trunk of the tree over. There we go. So now, is it still gonna be in the way? Ooh, I don't know. It's fine. It's just a little jank. Don't worry about it. If we put the dispensers in the ground, then we could have a fence back here instead of blocks, and that might look better. Because otherwise we'll just have to build a 2-block high wall all the way to the end, and I don't think that'll look very good. I usually don't like my builds and stuff to be really flat looking, which is why I don't break the grass usually. I break the tall grass a lot because I hate it and it gets in my face. But like the normal grass and flowers and stuff I usually keep, but in this case I don't think that's gonna be possible. So it's either just gonna be flat normal grass, or we'll have to mix in another kind of block, coarse dirt, podzol, something, maybe green wool. I don't maybe path blocks. Path blocks work? What happens if path blocks get water on them? Nothing. Okay, so we could put some path blocks. It would decrease the efficiency of our farm, but it will look better. So we might do that. Maybe patches of coarse dirt or whatever. Something else we could do is we could have this not all be totally straight, but if we did something like that, the next layer would also have to be the same, because same or deeper in, because then the water that lands here isn't going to flow as far as the water that lands here. So we could do something like this and make the terrain more varied looking, which we may or may not do in the future. But for now, it's just going to have to be straight lines. It looks like we don't have any farmers using this plot here. So we might turn this into our shearing machine. We'll just take out the farmland here and build something different. Basically, we'll have the water pushing the sheep. They'll go up, and then they'll go across in front of the shearers, and then they'll go back down, maybe go underground, come out a pipe. Something. Something like that. A bit of an aside here, we have added to our trophy wall. Yes, we have one more skull to get, and then we will have all 4 of them. Actually, wait. I should say all 5 of them, but the dragon head doesn't really fit up there very well because it's too big. Maybe we put it here? Sure, it's fine. I know that monsters won't drop 4 blocks or more unless they're chasing you, right? I don't know whether that's true for if there's water, though, right? So if there's like a 6 block drop but it's got water at the bottom, do the animals still not walk off? I would guess they probably don't. So we're definitely gonna lower this. Yay! Babby. Very good, Babby. Heat crunch. Something I've noticed at these is that these baby sheep eat the grass a lot more than the adult sheep do. Yeah, look, he's already eating more. And he doesn't even need it. He doesn't have any wool to regrow. We can swap out the block pallet later. Maybe we just go for stone bricks. Dispensers like this. We'll have shears in both dispensers, and we'll have some sort of tripped wire? Tripped wire? I don't know why I said tripped wire instead of tripwire. We'll have a tripwire that will be able to detect if there's any sheep in this chamber or not. And if there is, then these will be getting activated constantly, I think. Because I don't know how else to do it. We can't easily regulate this to make sure that only one sheep is going through here at a time. So if we have these going off really quickly, if it detects any sheep in here, I think we won't miss any. Should be able to do something like this. I'm pretty sure sheep are smaller than a block. Not by much, but they are smaller than a block. So we'll have the water stream come up here, go across, go down. There's a place in my world somewhere. I honestly cannot remember where it is, and I didn't do it on camera, so I may never find it again. But I was going from somewhere. I was going back to my house from somewhere. I don't remember exactly, but I came across a zombie villager. And I was like, oh, I gotta cure this guy. It's my civic duty or whatever. And so I cured him. And then I was like, well, I can't just leave him out here in the middle of nowhere with no village nearby. So I built him a villager house out of the wood that I had on me. And so now there's a single villager living in a villager house somewhere in my world. And I don't have any idea where he is. So this channel will go into here. Yep, just like this. And then the sheep will get hold up to there. So you may remember me saying before that there's no way of making a mob go into one of these bubble columns, or will be bubble columns. And what I meant was there's no way to do it with water. But what we can do is, if we dig down a little bit here, we can have them fall onto pressure plates, which will then cause pistons to push them into the water. However, that would only work if all of our sheep were adults, which is not guaranteed. So we're probably just going to have to do it the easy way, and sometimes they'll get stuck and whatever. Let's try dispensers on the top part. Hopefully the hitboxes with sheep and stuff won't cause the babies to take suffocation damage for no reason. If that is a thing, I'm gonna be upset. Where's my hooks? There they are. We can have tripwires like this. Alright, I have 2 of them. And these will detect if there are any sheep in the thing. And then we can turn on and off a rapid pulse clock. So we'll just make a really simple comparator clock. We'll cover this up with something nice looking at a later date. Alright, so now I think if we stand in here we should see these things click. No? Oh. Oh, duh. We need to hook up both of them. I don't know why I'm being dumb. Let's just make sure that this works. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. Doesn't matter where we stand. Yep. And the thing about these is if we have the shears in there, you can see it's not shooting the shears out. So even if it fails to do the shearing, nothing, bad is going to happen. We'll just do a really simple water thingy here. This is just really, really simple. Source blocks here, flow 8 blocks, signs to the side and above the very last block, and then source blocks on top of that sign there. And then you just keep doing that until you get to the end. On the rare chance that we get a baby sheep stuck in this little gap here, either the sheep will eventually get bumped into the stream, wander into it on their own, or if neither one of those things happen, eventually the sheep will grow up and then it won't be able to escape the water stream. So we're gonna push you in over here. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. So we should see our sheep pop up in here. Unless it gets stuck, which it may have just gotten stuck. Did he get stuck? I think he got stuck. Dang it. I can't see anything. Yep. I don't exactly know. Well, maybe if we put... Oh, there he goes. Yeah, it worked. We didn't see it, but I heard it. If we're putting them back in the pasture, I've had a few thoughts. One is that we just have a hole in the ground with a water elevator and they'll pop out of the hole. But the way that we've designed this farm, that particular method is not going to work because then the water will hit that hole and it won't continue. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have some kind of pipe. Maybe we will have it come out of the hillside here. So 2x2. Would you believe me if I said that I I dug it in the wrong place on purpose so that I would have the space to place down that pipe piece. Could you believe that? Eventually I will probably replace some of it with cracked bricks and some of it with mossy stone bricks or whatever. How does this look? That's making it look a little extra square. I was hoping that it was going to make it look more round, but it's actually making it look more square. Here's a question. If I have a block above this that can be waterlogged, like a stair, then can I still activate it? I can. Oh, interesting. Okay. The more you know. Oh, you know what I just realized is that these dispensers are only going to take out half the water when they pick up the water. That's a bit of an issue. So I think we actually will need 12 more dispensers. Bummer. Because we're going to need to pick up all the water. What? Are you serious? Our nitwit got into the sheep pen. Well, good job, dude. You did it. Congrats. Hey, dude, get the heck out of here. Alright, I think all of our piping is done. And we can pay the Pied Piper. Whoa. Okay. I'm holding control, and so whenever I go through one of those little things, it tries to help me start swimming, I guess. So the sheeps come up here. Wah, ta-da! And they'll get dropped off. So I think we actually have a complete loop now. If we were to get all these sheep to drop in here, I'm pretty sure they would eventually come back out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sheep. Okay. So we should expect to see 8 shorn sheep come out of that tube after we lead all these guys into the water stream. Yep, that's all of them. Okay, good. And our nitwit's in here again. Great. Nice. Nice. Okay, looking good. Okay. This makes me happy. We might be able to put... Oh, none of them got stuck. That's good. Or if they did get stuck, they got unstuck fairly quickly. One. Okay. 2. Okay. 3. Oh, come on. Man. I wish they would... I hope they fix that at some point. Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey! We did it! Yeah! We'll probably end up having all 16 colors of sheep in here, I think. And we'll have a sorting system on the other end to sort all the wool out, is my plan. We need 12 more dispensers and 25 buckets. So I will go get those things and be right back. Alright, we are ready to do some redstone because I got all my dispensers and all my buckets. I had to go mining because I have no iron because it's all made in beacons. And I moved this up one because the baby sheep actually take suffocation damage if they stand under one block. You see? I'm sorry. Yeah, so I had to move it up so that they wouldn't die. This guy's still in here. Maybe he just lives here now. I mean, there's no there's no danger. Actually, that's not true. Zombies can definitely get in here. Eventually there will be no danger, because I'll have glowstone in the grass here, and I'll have some kind of fence on the side. So maybe he just lives here with the sheep now. I was going to say we could put detector rails under these, and then we could send a minecart over it, and then have the minecart come back. But if they're all detector rails, I don't know if the minecart would be able to reach the other side before it ran out. Let me get my redstone wings on. We want all of them to activate at the same time, and there are 25. So they're under these blocks, yes. Let's get our stone bricks down. If we made these into target blocks, we wouldn't have to use repeaters. We're going to use target blocks. I'll make 25 of those. Can I make 25 of those? I don't know. Oh man, that guy's going to be in there for a long time. Yoink! The main reason we're using target blocks here is because it's 25. If we put the redstone in the middle, if we have a fully powered piece of redstone in the middle, it will be able to reach both sides okay. Right? Does that make sense? Probably. Here? That'll be 14. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, yeah, so it works. Obviously, we're not going to have the pressure plate right here. I am just putting it here to test. We'll have a redstone repeater hooked up to this, probably. Okay, so if I step on this, yes, that looks good. Let's go up here. It does take him quite a long time to get from up here to all the way down there. Yeah. What is that guy doing? Oh, he's fighting the current. Alright. We actually will be able to turn it off earlier than that, because you can see the water takes a little while to dissipate or whatever. Nice. That's not annoying, is it? No. So we should see our sheeps. Yeah, here they come. Perfect. Oh, it's beautiful. Isn't this just the most gorgeous thing you ever seen? I'm sure it is. We don't have any way of collecting the wool currently. I think it's just kind of dropping on the ground. Over here somewheres. Oh, did it actually? It might have had enough momentum to get to the end here. Let's see. Excuse me. I don't have it in my inventory yet. There it is. Okay. Okay, I got it. 36. 36? That's not bad, right? That's not bad. Yeah. Cool. Ah, that's a problem. I was just thinking that. I was like, I wonder if there's any risk of them taking damage. And it looks like the answer is yes. There's a pretty obvious solution. I just don't want to do it because it's going to look dumb. Do we have... We do not. Okay. If we do this, right, then I'm pretty sure they'll probably get stuck behind these a little bit, but they'll eventually be able to get out. And I think this will prevent them from taking the fall damage. Right? Probably. And occasionally they do just kind of wander into this hole on their own. So that's making me think that maybe they actually do see the water as a non-threat. Either that or they're seeing these signs as blocks, which I didn't think was a thing. That should be able to collect the wool. because hoppers can collect blocks that... Did it get out? Okay, got it. I'm really hoping that this works. It missed some. So maybe we need a third hopper? I'll try 3. I'm pretty sure 2 is gonna work, and the fact that I'm throwing them from down here is why they're not all getting picked up, but we're just gonna be safe and put 3. This is just the temporary setup. We're gonna have it go somewhere fancy eventually. We need another one of these, and some of... Whoops! Not some of that, some of these. Let's just throw a ladder down here real quick. Perfect. Okay, I think I saw 3 wool. I think it was at 31. I guess we should try running this when there's baby sheep in it, just to make sure that they can get out. Oh, that's something I hadn't thought about. Looks like the baby sheeps are going to take damage if they go under a block. Because why wouldn't they? Of course they would. This guy really needs to get out of the way. So they might be able to survive like 1 trip. But yeah. And I can hear them dying in the tunnel too. Why is that a thing? Why are they all in a big line? That was really strange. They were just kind of sitting there in a big line. Is that supposed to happen? Also, I don't see any baby sheep. So I think what we learned just now is don't run the machine if there's baby sheep. That's a problem. I don't know how to fix that though. I mean, I do, and I did. And then our villager got stuck. So I think what I actually just need to do is say, you know what, villager man, you are just gonna have to get good. You're just gonna have to get good and not fall in the thing, and if you do, you're gonna be stuck in there. Just so you know, you will be stuck in that tunnel and I will not come get you out. Do you understand? He understands. Okay. There's so many monsters. Hey, you. No! Oh, I couldn't jump because I had my wings on. It messed up my jump. No. Like I tried to jump off the fence, and so I hit the jump button a couple times just to make sure that I was gonna jump. And then what happened is it made sure that I didn't jump because I had my wings. Great, love it. I swear, if you fall in, I am gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. How is... Why? Why would you do that? Okay, time to get out. Get the heck out. Get out. Hi. It's time to leave. Oh, wow. Alright. He just really had to think about it. Hi. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We will come back to this at a later time. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.